today with me is my little sister Claudia. So today we're going to be making cinnamon rolls. So we're making cinnamon rolls which are perfect for merienda. So merienda in English terms, what is it, Claudia?
Afternoon snack.
So it's a good afternoon snack that you can make at home. So let's get started. So the first step to make the cinnamon rolls is to make the yeast rice. So we have some lukewarm water here and we have our yeast.
And just a tip, use lukewarm water instead of hot water, as hot water can kill your yeast.
So now once this is dissolved, we set it aside and wait for it to rise.
Meanwhile, while waiting for it to rise, we'll cream the butter and sugar for a couple of minutes until it's light and fluffy. When it's light yellow, it means that your mixture is creamed properly. And now that it's light and fluffy, you can now add the salt and the eggs.
So once the yeast has risen, we can now put it in our butter mixture, then put in the flour. So I'm going to show you how it looks like.
Okay, now once you see like the little tiny bubbles come out, that means your yeast is actually rising. So it means it's working. So now we can use it for our dough. Now add your yeast mixture to the creamed butter. Afterwards, add your flour a little at a time in batches of 3. Now if you have a hook attachment available, great! Use it and let the KitchenAid run for 10 minutes or so. Now, not everybody has a hook attachment in their KitchenAid, but we can easily knead the dough and get the same results. So all we have to do is get a flat surface and put a bit of flour, maybe a cup of flour, and start kneading it until it becomes nice and elastic. Now as you work your dough over time, you're gonna see it stretch more and more and become easier to handle. Now, as you can see, our dough has come together to a ball, so now we know this is nice and ready. Basically, our dough is ready already. Now we can transfer them into our buttered baking pans and set aside until it rises. It's ideal to keep your dough in a dark room and wait until it doubles up in size.
Now we're gonna make the filling of the cinnamon roll with 200 grams of butter and 300 grams of sugar. And after that, we'll add 15 grams of cinnamon to the mixture.
So now this is our dough and it's pretty much ready already, so let's try to poke it. So now you poke it and the hole stays in there a bit, so that means it's all good to go and it has doubled in size. Flour your surface and place the dough on top. Make sure to make a rectangle shape so we can make evenly sized logs.
So now we're gonna put in our filling. And make sure to leave like an inch on top. So let's leave that inch open. We won't put any filling on that part, so it's gonna be easy to close. Now it's time to add our raisins. So be generous with your raisins. So what I did, I sort of hydrated the raisins with a bit of hot water. You have to squeeze it out.
And since mahilig kami sa matamis sa bahay, we will be putting extra sugar. But if you don't want it too sweet, then you can omit this part. Okay, now, so we're going to roll it into a log. So I'm just gonna fold out the edges and I'm gonna roll it a bit thinly. There. Now at this point, you'll see why we have to leave a space open. If we put it all the way here, then we wouldn't be able to close it properly.
cut them into little circles so now they look closer to cinnamon roll. What we did here, we got the rolls and placed them in here. I placed around 7 in a pan. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're just gently gonna place them in. So now my cinnamon rolls are neatly arranged there. So I'm going to place a bit more raisins on every single pan. So now what we have to do is we have to push it down to make sure that they all grow in the same size. Important to do this. And we'll just let this one rest for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So our cinnamon rolls are out of the oven and here is the final product. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a cream cheese icing, a cream cheese glaze to finish off our cinnamon rolls. So this is it guys, the finished product, our yummy cinnamon rolls.
Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and please follow and like our Facebook page and Instagram page.
So see you again. Bye!